I have been waiting for this day for quite some time because finally Furina has got a rerun, which means we can go finally for her weapon and as many copies of her as possible. And I don't think we're really going to have too big of an issue with the pulls because we have a whopping, I think 100 and almost 90, 186 pulls. And we're going to be dumping it all into first C1 Furina, then her weapon, and then we go for any more copies of Furina. Now I'm actually pretty well guaranteed to get the C1 pretty early on because I'm at 36 pity I believe and guaranteed. The weapon is slightly less easy, I'm only at 6 pity there, but it shouldn't be too bad anyway because we have a ton of pulls. So some early 5 stars would be kind of sick for this because I want to get as many copies of Furina as possible. We see a Yao Yao, she's new. We see a double Yao Yao, okay. And this is 76, so we should see a 5-star here. This is around that soft pity mark. We do see a 5-star. And this is guaranteed to be our C1 Furina. So boom, just like that. Easy peasy. There is a... That's not a Furina. There we go. C1 Furina. So there is one of the at least 3 things I want. Next we can move over to the weapon banner and we can try for her weapon. Now, we are at 6 pity here, so I don't expect anything straight off the bat. But we would like earlies, as usual. Earlies are always good. I would like to see some earlies. That's great. A Lynette, though. Ooh, we do like that. I like that a lot, actually, because I want to get C6 Lynette. What copy of Lynette is that now, though? Is that C? That's C4. I want to get her C6 because I really like her C6, and I can do a DPS Lynette then. 60, 66? Something like that. 5-star. Okay, good. I think that is early. Now we need to win the 50-50. This is going to be the fun bit. We would like to see sword. That is a sword. And that is also a sword. There we go. That is what we like to see. Thank you very much. Well, this is going quite well, I must say. So there is Furina C1 and Furina's weapon. And we still have 88 pulls left. Plus we can buy another 3 here and another 10 pulls over here. So we should easily be able to get at least one more 5-star. And hopefully we just win that 50-50 and get a C2 Furina in one go. Oh, okay. 5-star on standard banner as well. Weapon. God damn it. I literally just got you on the character banner. What pity were we at on weapon banner? Not weapon banner, standard banner. Yeah, pretty well in the range of soft pity there. Would have liked to seen a weapon, but whatever. That is 3 5-stars already in this video. We've only been recording for 8 minutes. We've already got 3 5-stars. So let's make that 4. And we want this 4th one to be a C2 Furina. Once again, earlies would be cool because I want to go even further than C2 because I love Furina. And I would actually love to get her C6 on this account, but that's going to require quite a bit of luck. I think this should be 5-star. No? Okay, I've lost track. This should be 5-star then. Potentially? Yeah, I'm way off track now. Is this... Okay, there we go. 5-star. Furina, please. Win 50-50, please. Oh, Cole scared me for a second there. Come on, Furina. Let's go. Oh my... Okay, freaking... Sure. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. C2, R1 Furina, and a Mizuki in less than 10 minutes. What a pulling session. Oh my god. And we can keep going. Let's go for C3 Furina. Oh wait, I can do one more pull. Last temple, 30 pity, another 5-star. No, never mind. Okay, it would have been crazy, but we do have one more single pull. We could see some unbelievable luck. C3 Furina. Nah, okay. Excuse me, what do you mean that was not boring, Furina? That was insane. We now have... We have a bunch of stuff now, actually. We have C1 Mizuki, which we can't use. Bunch of copies of characters that I also can't use. And we literally just got Yao Yao, and she is already C6. But more importantly, if we go up here, we now have C2 Furina, and finally we can get her off Favonius and onto her signature weapon, which is now the first crit damage 5-star sword I have on this account, which is good because I wanted one of them for a while. So now that we have Furina's weapon and her C2, let's start building this stuff up. We need to get this weapon all the way up to level 90 right now, which I don't know. Ooh, that's going to be an issue. Luckily, I have like 2,000 of these, so we can quickly just buy some, just to get this weapon up a little bit further. And there is Furina's weapon all the way up to level 90 immediately. Lovely. That now brings her up to 58 to 247. So I'm probably going to need to mess with these artifacts a little bit. I don't think she's on incredible pieces, but I can have a look at swapping some around. I would like to get a bit more crit damage on them. The HP is good, but the crit damage is quite low. This piece is pretty good. 13% crit damage, 6 crit rate, energy recharge on a HP percent. That's pretty good. We like that one. We've got HP percent on the goblet. Could use a little bit more crit rate, but it isn't too bad. And then we have off-piece crit damage for the circlet. Don't I just want to go full HP? I don't think I need crit damage though, because our weapon has a ton of crit damage. So let's go with this piece instead, I guess, and go crit rate with a bunch of crit damage. 79, 209. That's a much nicer looking crit ratio. I still feel like triple HP is probably better. I'm actually not 1000% sure about that. I don't know if I should be running triple HP. The recommended stats say that you don't need triple HP. It says like HP, and then crit damage. I honestly don't really know, but if we do want to go triple HP, I can just, I'll tell you, I can take this one because energy recharge double crit. Let's just see how it rolls. We see one roll into crit rate. That's good. We see another roll into crit rate. Lovely. Would be nice to see this one go into crit damage. Crit damage, please. Okay, more crit rate, sure. I'm not complaining, but a roll into crit damage would be nice. So let's see this hit crit damage, please. Crit damage. Flat attack, okay. And it brings her up to 62 to 191, which is kind of low. But that is full triple HP, and these ones are not very good. That'll be good for the time being. We can go from there. 44,079 to 209. I'll take it. It's pretty good. Talents are 2, 10, 10. I don't really need to worry about this normal attack unless I get her to C6, because then she gets Hydro Infusion, I believe. But the other two are crowned, so she's pretty well done, which means now we can go in here and we can activate her C1. And her C2. So there we go. That was quite successful. We can go see if we get more damage from Nouvellette now. And Furina, I guess, as well, because we have Furina doing more damage now. I'm going to go fight. You know what? Let's go do the Abyss. I haven't run Spiral Abyss in a hot minute. So let's jump in here and see if we can... We'll probably not progress. I entirely forgot to do the Abyss last rotation, apparently. We definitely won't be able to progress because this is all lunar based and we can't really do any of that. But we can definitely just do a little run of Abyss and see how it goes. Well, let's quickly just deal with floor 9 because it's not going to be a very good test of anything. Actually, you know what? I could probably just use Furina and see what Furina's own raw damage is doing. So why not? Let's just do this and see what Furina does. We see a 15,000 straight off the bat, 25,000, 10,000, 4,000, 27,000. Yeah. Pretty standard Furina numbers with her signature weapon and no buffs. At least that's pretty similar to what supports only Furina's doing. But once again, I'm just gonna power through this because it is floor 10 and it is not particularly tricky. Okay, finally we're into some more difficult stuff, floor 11. But now I think we should be able to get a little bit more of a test. So let's do some rotations. Furina, boom, Charlotte, and into Nouvellette. What do we see? I see some very low numbers because this dude probably has Hydro resistance. Even then, I'm still seeing 30Ks, so not terrible. I feel like we're getting actually really good numbers with all the teams now. Like this Alinni team, that's a pretty consistent, like at least 30K from his charge attack. And I've seen like 95K off his burst. So I feel like we're actually getting some really good numbers now from both these teams. So we basically are just looking for an Abyss that doesn't have a Lunar Bloom or Lunar Charged reaction buff. Because, well, one, we can't do Lunar reactions in general. But even then, I still can't even do, like, normal Hyper Bloom or Electro Charged that well. I can sort of do Electro Charged with Clorand, but it's not a very good team at the moment. Not until I get Clorand built a bit more, which I, again, want to do when I get her signature weapon. Let's have a look. Damage numbers. Is that 45,000 now from Nouvellette's charge attack? 47,000. Yeah, no, that's quite a bit more damage than we were previously doing. Yeah, no, they're not. Things aren't lasting very long. What are Furina's little dudes doing now? Is that a 65,000? My goodness. Okay. Yeah, 65,000 from Furina. I think we're set. If we're seeing some 65,000s from Furina's little dudes and 47, almost 50,000 from Nouvellette, that team, as long as we have a Abyss that can sort of support it, yeah, we are not going to have a problem there. And 95,000 from Linny on this team. Yeah, I think we're set. We just need the right Abyss, basically. Now, I don't think we're actually going to get even remotely close to 36 starring this, but I'm not really trying. I'm just doing this because I can, basically. Also, this is supposed to be a Lunar Bloom buffing side, and we're using a Burning team, so the buffs aren't really in our favor for this side. They are a little bit more for the second half because it is Electro or Lunar Charge, and I kind of can do normal Electro Charge there. Not Lunar Charge, but just normal Electro Charged. But yeah, no, the buffs and Abyss are definitely not in favor of this account. We had like 8 minutes 40 there. Hold up. Wait a goddamn minute. This could actually be kind of like actually really good. I don't think quite 36 starable good, but we're actually not going to do terrible here. But then again, like I said, these teams are actually quite good now. So I was kind of hoping we would be able to do something better in Abyss. This, though, is immediately where we're not going to do anything. Only issue is this dude, I think, does a lot of stuff with Electro Charged or Lunar Charged. We shall see. He is one of the stupid Nogcry enemies that have this second health bar thing, but we're just going to freeze him, and then he can't do anything. Yeah, no, I definitely think you want quite a bit of Lunar Charge damage for this, and that's not necessarily something I have a lot of. I mean, like, it's not the worst. We're actually getting through this relatively well, but it is kind of slow, partly just because this boss does suck. So it's not going to be a 3-star, which is expected. It's not going to be too terribly far off, but we were only a couple seconds off. That's actually really good. As I said, I'm not going for 36 stars, so I'm just going to keep running through this just because I want to clear Abyss. I don't know what is going on with this boss. I've never seen this before. I'm assuming it's probably something unique to Nogcry, but it's not a Nogcry boss, so I don't know. Regardless, he's not hanging around for much. There we go. With over 9 minutes to spare, he's gone. Wow, that was really quick. These teams are doing actually really good. Oh my god. Now this is where I believe we're going to see an issue because this dude, I think, really wants Electro Charged. I don't know. He's, again, one of the stupid Nogcry enemies that have that stupid second health bar thing. There is 2 enemies in this chamber. I'm really hoping the second one is not another one of these guys because these guys are so bad. I hate them. They're just like the most time-consuming enemies you could ever fight. What is enemy number 2 going to be? It is another one of these guys. Great. Well, definitely not 3-starring this one. I feel like you need a lunar reactions for these guys, I believe, to like do more damage to that second health bar. You need to have a lunar reaction. So yeah, we're not gonna do particularly well against these guys. So there we go. With 2 stars left, we clear chamber 2. On to chamber 3. I already forget what enemies are in here, but we will see. I have never fought this dude. I don't know what he does. I guess we'll find out pretty soon. Oh god. So basically, this is not happening. That's good to know. We need to do Bloom, Hyper Bloom, Burgeon. I guess we can maybe do Burgeon. No, we can't do Burgeon actually, because we need Hydro for Burgeon, and we don't have any Hydro. I really thought this dude would have a Hydro applied to things, but he does not. Is he gonna do this attack all of the time? Yeah, he is. I believe this is where we reach our limit. Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Well, it was a good attempt. I'll give it that much. It's just, as usual, all the enemies in the new Spiral Abysses are specifically designed for the new characters, so we can't really do anything about that. However, we don't do terrible, but just from that, it does look like if we can get a good Abyss, this account will have no problems 36 starring it. Also, we get a couple more primos from that, so you best believe I'm spending them straight back on Furina's banner and getting a whopping absolutely nothing out of that. Well, now that I am doing it, what could I do to actually make this team do more damage? Talent-wise, Nouvellette, I wouldn't mind crowning both of these, but he is fine build-wise. So he's sorted. Furina now is R1, C2, so she's sorted. Charlotte is also good. I could level up her talents more if I wanted, but I believe we only really care about her burst, and it's already at level 9, so we don't really need to do anything there. Linny, we have, again, I could possibly crown his burst if I wanted. but there's not too much else I can do to him. He has a signature weapon, 50 to 227, so he's pretty good. Only thing would be to crown his burst. I don't think I'd worry about his skill. Actually, to be fair, I'd probably crown both of them. I'd get him triple crowned. Same with Nouvelette. I'd like to triple crown Nouvelette. So you know what? While I'm here, I might as well do a little bit more work. I'm going to go crown Linny's burst. And while we're on the crowning run, I might as well crown Nouvelette's burst as well. So there we go. We can get Linny's burst now up to level 10. Boom. Crowned. And can't do his skill because we need a lot more stuff that we don't currently have access to. We could probably get enough of them, but we don't have enough of these. There is your burst up to level 10 as well. And then I'm not going to worry about all the other characters because these two, which are the only ones I'd want to level up their talents more, I'm going to build them more when I get their signature weapon if they ever get a rerun before this account finishes. Also, before I forget, because I almost did, we have actually hit AR 59 on this account, which means we can grab this. I actually hit AR 59 quite a while back. We're already a little bit into it. I did actually see in this thing, there is this, which I haven't done yet. That's for the world level increase, which I probably should do. It'll make building characters in the future a little bit easier because we get more drops. And now considering that we have a absolute ton of damage from this team, it shouldn't be a very difficult thing to do. It's been a minute since I've done this, so I forget what's in here. Was that it? That was it. Okay, that was really easy. That was even less of a problem than I thought. Well, there we go. World level increased. And also, another pool for Furina, which we don't get anything. And 2 more standard banner pools, which we see a 4-star. And that 4-star is a Yun-san. New, can't use her. Well, there we go. Now that is out the way. We are now at max world level. But with that being said, I think that is where I'm going to leave it off. We had a very successful video getting, what, 4 5-stars? We got 2 Furinas. We got Furina's signature weapon. And we got a Mizuki, which you can't really use. We won 2 50/50s. I mean, I'm pretty stoked. I think we got the weapon a little bit early as well. Pretty successful if you ask me. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you like this video, do go check out the last time we did the pools originally for Furina, way back at the start of this account, basically. And with that being said, I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.